YouTube, how the hell are ya? Best channel in the land, back at it. Week 2 NFL picks. After a crazy week 1, Mr. Pete is in the lead. Me and Junior are tied in second, just one game behind.
Creeping on up.
Yeah, creeping up, but it's only been one
No,
week.
you should go with those home teams, right?
Yeah, shut your mouth. Started off Thursday night football, Jets at Bills. What do you got, Pete?
Pete,
What do you
as
think?
usual, we got to start with you,
Why am I
Pete.
always first?
You're just
You gotta be.
first. Thursday night
Knock it up.
football.
I don't know. This is probably the toughest game to pick all week here. We'll go with the Bills. They're the home team. I think they're gonna bounce back.
Yeah. Okay. And Junior, what do you think?
Sad to say, but I have to agree with Pete.
Oh, you're agreeing.
Very, very sad to agree with them, but I will.
I'm gonna have to disagree with both of you. I'm gonna go with the Jets. The Jets had a close one against a very good team, the Bengals. The Bills' offense looked terrible, and they lost Sammy Watkins, even though they're at home. I still like the Jets in a close one. Now we're moving on to Sunday. Bengals at Steelers. That's a ball game. Pete,
That is a ball
What a
game.
good ball game. I like what I saw from the Steelers on Monday night, so I'm gonna go with them. I think their offense is too much for the Bengals to keep up with.
I completely agree. I think what we saw was out of this world. They're red hot right now, right out of the gate, red hot, and I think that they're gonna romp the Bengals.
I think the Bengals have a much better defense, but the Steelers have such a dynamic. I can't even talk.
Good word choice. Good word
Dynamic offense. I think since they're at home, they win this game. If it was in Cincinnati, I'd probably go Cincinnati. But in Pittsburgh, I'm going Pittsburgh. Tennessee at Detroit is the next game.
choice. All right, let's start with Mr. Peter.
I don't know what to pick for this one. The Titans let me down last week. I think I'm gonna go. We're gonna go with the Lions.
Ooh.
We'll just put up more points than the Titans. I don't think their defense will play as well as they did last week.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you, Pete, and I'm going to go with your Titans. I think that they pretty much beat themselves against the Vikings, and I think that if they correct all those little mistakes, they can pull it together and really bounce back, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
I hope so.
I think it's gonna be another good game. I got 3 in a row, close games, but I'm going with the Titans. I don't see the Lions winning 2 in a row. I think the Titans could have had their game in week 1, and the team they played in week 1 should be better than the team they're playing in week 2. So I think
Preach.
if the Titans don't turn the ball over, they win this game. That's the question. They could definitely turn it over, but I think they bounce back, get their win. Both teams go 1-1. Next game, Ravens.
Oh, this is a game of the week.
Game of the week? I would have to disagree. Ravens at Browns. Browns doesn't sound like RG3 is their quarterback. Looks like he's already hurt. I think McCown's their quarterback. Who you got, Pete?
Going with the Ravens. I think the Browns are in trouble this year. I mean, I already thought they were really bad, but now it's looking even worse without RG3.
I agree. I think that, the Browns were bad before, now they're just even worse. So I think that the Ravens and Flacco really put up some points against them and kind of smoke them.
Yeah, I think the Ravens got an easy one here. Their defense looks better than expected. I think their offense can do well against the Browns as well. I got the Ravens. Next one, NFC East matchup, Dallas Cowboys and Washington Redskins. Redskins are the home team. Who you got?
With those Redskins, the Steelers are probably one of the best teams in the league, so kind of struggled the first game against them, but I think they'll bounce back here. They're home, and the Cowboys' defense isn't very good.
Well, as much as I don't want to say, I think that the Cowboys are going to win this one. I'm not a fan of them, but I think that this being a division rival matchup, I think that they got it. As long as, I don't know, I feel like as long as they get that run game established early and set the tone.
Set the tone, yep. It's a tight one for me again. But I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to go with the Redskins, and they bounce back. Offense will look better. I'm still a little worried about their defense, but the Cowboys' defense isn't that special either. So I got the Redskins at home on this one. Next game is the Saints versus at the Giants.
Ooh.
That's the key at the Giants.
At the Giants. I had to make
So
sure
there
Pete
you go.
was who is the home team. Pete needs to know.
So we go with those Giants. Good week 1 win. Were they on the road? I think they're on the road, right? They're in Dallas too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're at home this time. I think they'll get the win. The Saints defense looks like it's one of the worst in the NFL. So I expect the Giants to put up a lot of points with Eli and Cruz, Odell, and Sterling Shepard.
I think the only reason I choose the Giants here over the Saints is for that home team factor. And I don't know. I think Drew Brees is due, but not this week.
I think it's going to be another shootout. The Saints defense probably is the worst in the league, and it's in New York, so I'm going with the Giants. They got probably the best receiver unit in the league, so they should tear it up at home there. Next game, 49ers at Panthers. 49ers coming off with a nice win last night. Panthers with an
Beautiful.
upset loss. Who you got?
Going with those Panthers. A tough first week. Could have easily won that game against the Broncos. Niners played the Rams, who I think is one of the worst teams in the league. So the Panthers are at home, so I'll go ahead and take them.
I agree. I think that the Panthers are they got this one pretty easy.
I'm going to go with the Panthers as well. 49ers looked impressive, but playing the Rams and playing the Panthers in Carolina, two totally different things. So I think Panthers get this one. It'd probably be closer than people think, but Panthers win for me. Dolphins at Patriots.
Ooh.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's who you got?
That's all you got to say?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm torn here. I am torn. I'm going to go. I want to say Patriots, but I'm going to go upset alert here. I'm going to go with the Dolphins. The Dolphins are the team that always seem to hand the Patriots their first loss, always. And for that reason, I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
I'm going to go with the Patriots at home. They should. And Dolphins defense looked pretty impressive against the Seahawks, but Patriots just all around the better team. I'm going with them. Then we got Chiefs at Texans. That's a good one. Last noon game.
Ooh.
Houston, we have a problem.
Do they though?
I don't know. Let's see.
Chiefs,
Take it away.
Chiefs struggled the first half against the Chargers, but they came back and won that one. I think that they'll get another win. They'll keep that streak going on offense, and they'll pull up the W against the Texans.
Yep, I agree. I think the Chiefs got it. Overall, wasn't too impressed by the Texans and Osweiler. The only thing that really stood out was Mr. Fuller over there on Houston, and I think he's really the only thing that kind of, I guess, stood out. But again, I think the Chiefs got this one.
Yeah, there's been some tough ones so far, but this might be the toughest one just because it's in Houston. If it was in Kansas City, I think it'd be a no-brainer. But since it's in Houston, it's very tight. But I think the Chiefs are the better team, so I'm going to go with the Chiefs. First afternoon game, Seahawks at Rams.
Oh, I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I think they're going to ram the Rams.
Oh.
Ooh, I agree. I think the only ones getting rammed are going to be the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Seahawks, too. Russell Wilson, I mean, he's probably going to play, but he's got a little injury. I think
doesn't even have to.
I think even if he doesn't play, the Seahawks probably win this game still. But it sounds like he's going to play. Seahawks will be fine against the Rams. Rams may be the worst team in the league because of that offense. They got to find a way to get Gurley going. I mean, it's going to be tough against the Seahawks, but they have to find a way because he is one of the best running backs in the league. So they have to get
if he's healthy.
Buccaneers at the Cardinals next game.
Oof.
We'll go with the Cardinals. They lost a really close one, the Patriots. I think they probably should have won that one. They made that field goal at the end. I think they're just the better team.
Alrighty, I agree. I think the Cardinals win this, but I do like what I saw in the Buccaneers and Jameis Winston. They looked really. I mean, I feel like they made a lot of improvements from last year, and I like that, but I don't think they are capable of beating the Cardinals.
Yeah, Buccaneers offense looked pretty good, but at Arizona, it would be tough. I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Next game, we got the Jags at the Chargers.
Charges.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Jags on this one. I don't think the Chargers are that great. Um, that high-powered offense for the Jags will probably get it done with Bortles and his receivers.
I agree. I don't think that the whole Keenan Allen thing either helps the Chargers at all. Like they're already struggling kind of on O, and I think that only weakens their case. So I think the Jags got this one in the bag.
Yeah, I think the Jags offense goes to work on this game. Chargers are down from that uh, choked lead they had, so I think the Jags come out, get a lot of passing yards, win this game with their offense. And their defense isn't that bad either, but I got the Jags. Falcons at Raiders is the next one. Could be another shootout.
Could be.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders. Both offenses are pretty good. Defenses both struggled. Raiders are the home team, of course, so we'll go with them.
I am also going to go with the Raiders. I think their offenses are both good, like Pete said, but I think that the Raiders' defense, I guess, on paper is better. So I'm going to trust in them that they fix their mistakes that they made last game and they show up.
I got another tight game here, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Falcons. I think they
Ooh.
bounce back and win it. I think it's going to be a shootout, much like the Raiders Saints, but I think Julio Jones has a day, and they get a very close win in Oakland. Last afternoon game is the Colts at the Broncos.
Ooh, this is actually a good game.
Oh, we'll go with the Broncos. It's the better team, I think. I don't. I know the Colts put up a lot of points last week, but they were playing against not as great defense as the Broncos defense, so I think they'll pull it out.
This, I think, is going to be a lot closer than people think, but at the end of the day, I got to go with the Broncos. I think the Colts, all they got for the Broncos to worry about is an offense. And as long as they're stopping them on D, which I think they can, their offense just has to do its job. And I think they got it.
I almost want to go with the Colts with this one because I think the Colts can put up more points than the Panthers even, and if they do that, then I think that will be enough. But then I remember the Colts defense is pretty weak, so that probably can get the Broncos and Trevor Siemian going, and they're at home. So I'm going to go with the Broncos. I think it'll be close. The Sunday night game is Packers at Vikings.
P.
We'll go with those Vikings. No, I'm a little biased, but hopefully Bradford's starting at quarterback, and they get something going with Peterson. But I think that defense could definitely shut down the Packers' offense better than the Jags did last week.
Question. Am I allowed to say if Bradford starts, Vikings win?
That's what I was literally going to ask the same thing. Like I was going to say.
I'm going to say if Bradford starts, Vikings win. If Bradford does not start and they go with Sean Hill, they lose.
I agree with that.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's what I'm going to say.
I think okay, so we're all picking the same thing. If Bradford's playing, we're all picking the Vikings. If Hill's playing, we're picking the Packers. I don't think Hill
starting, not even playing, starting.
Yeah. I don't think even though the Vikings defense is good, the Packers are going to score. They got Aaron Rodgers, they got an explosive offense. I don't think Sean Hill can keep up with the Packers. He scores as many points as the Packers offense does. I think Bradford scares the Packers a little bit downfield. Packers defense isn't as good as it was in the past, so that could open up the run game. So I think if Bradford plays, the Vikings win a close one. I think if Sean Hill plays, the Packers probably win easy. But so we're all in agreement on that one. The Monday night game is the Eagles at the Bears.
The Bears.
Hey, go ahead and start that one.
You want me to start it for you?
Yeah.
All right. I will be honored to start this one. I think that Wentz looked good. Nothing really too flashy, but he looked, I guess, fundamentally sound in that first game. But he did have a lot of throws, and his completion percentage wasn't really there. And I don't think he does that twice in a row. But if he does, I feel like they're going to have a good shot at it. The Bears' defense, or specifically the Bears' secondary, being weak. But I feel that the Bears come out this one because I'm not a believer in Wentz quite yet.
Pete?
We go with the Eagles. Yeah, Wentz had a pretty good debut. I wasn't really sure how he was going to do. Like last week, we were looking at the Bears Texans matchup. We thought the Bears secondary was like their weakness, and the Texans kind of exploited it with Will Fuller. So I think the Eagles will kind of do the same thing against the Bears.
I'm going to go with the Bears at home on this one. I think I don't see the Bears losing 2 in a row, and I don't see Wentz. I think Wentz is going to struggle on this one. I think at Soldier Field, I think he'll struggle, and it should be a little easier for the Bears to stop Wentz and his receivers, unlike playing Osweiler, Hopkins, and Fuller and Lamar Miller. It's a little different. I think Wentz struggles, and the Bears win a close one at home on Monday night. Too bad they don't have Ryan. Do they have Ryan Monday?
I do not think so.
Yeah,
Ryan Monday on Monday night.
Monday night. He needs to be in there, I think. But
That might be the X factor.
There's our picks. Right after I'm done talking, you'll be able to see a review of our picks. Again, Pete is in the lead by 1 game ahead of me and Junior. Me and Junior are tied, but we got a long season ahead of us. And
That we do.
Every Tuesday, we're going to have these weekly pick'ems, so stay tuned.
Be there or be squared.
Right. Please like and
Can't
subscribe.
wait.
Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed our videos, and see you next week. Goodbye.
Can't wait.